check it. I'm coming. Check it.
Nah.
Hold up, what?
You ain't got it. You ain't got it.
Give him a chance.
I got it. Nah, you ain't got it, bro. I know you ain't got it. You ain't got it.
Oh, man, you don't know the bars I got in here, bro. Like,
You ain't got it today.
it's straight off the dome.
You ain't got it today.
Straight off the dome.
You ain't got it.
Bitch, you the greatest. Got the complaints coming in from the nettest. Got the best roles, we ain't talking about baby. My big bad podcast. Brigade is back. One is big and one is fat. One lover boy just to keep you attached. My big bad podcast.
Didn't even say 3. You said it.
Gay guy is 69.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, you don't think that's
That's
you don't think it's
fire.
uncomfortable? The guy
Think
on
it's
the
a
bottom.
problem?
That's fire.
Not a problem.
The one's taking
The one on the
fucking
bottom is
throat.
that's like
Yeah, he taking.
Yeah, but-
he
you
taking it
get
back.
your mouth stuffed.
Yeah, but you probably fucked a.
You never put a girl
You
on top?
never face fucked
Yeah,
a
but he's
girl.
talking about a whole dick.
I tried.
Yeah,
I
but
tried.
you never
I
face
tried.
fucked a
girl.
I tried
Yeah,
reverse
but
6
she's
9,
talking
but
about
that's a little
dick in your
different.
throat, son.
That's face fucking a girl, dog.
No, but it's.
Oh, you.
Where you think
face
the dick
fucking-
goes, man?
Oh,
G?
I'm thinking the other way around.
I think it's different because the person's
girls-
putting their weight on you.
So
Whereas
you never
it-
done that to a girl?
Not
I
like
never
like
just
rever-
laid my. I never
like
just laid
because
my-
69 both girls get
body
on
on-
top of you.
Not the whole body, but a little bit of weight.
Yeah, but when you're on 69, you pretty much whole body's just on
Yeah,
top.
like the girl's kind of like she's maybe lifting.
Yeah, but I
herself a
guess you
little
got
bit,
so then you on top you do a little work. You like maybe you have on your knees a little bit.
true.
Yeah,
You got. Oh yeah.
I've been on my knees.
Pause. Clip that. Clip that. That's a drop.
Pause. I ain't start recording yet.
Hey, yo, okay. So tell
Pause
us
now.
more about your
Pause.
gay shit, yo.
My boy free.
So
I'm just
6'9"
freaky,
with
bro.
2 guys is alright.
Whoa, time out. I didn't say I did that.
It's not alright though.
And I just say
You got a problem with gays?
Nah.
So you fuck around with 6'9" 2 guys.
Do I fuck around with it?
Why? Why you always worried about my wording, bro? Don't
Because
worry
you
about
always do that on purpose. You worded it a specific way on purpose.
Why you
bro.
worried about it, bro?
That's why.
Just fucking like yo. So
You homophobic?
Nah, I'm not homophobic.
It seemed like it though.
I love the gays.
Yeah, but you just said they can't 69.
I said that's dope.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
You would do it?
If I was gay, yeah.
Shout out you, yo.
Top or bottom you want to be.
Both. If I was gay,
bro, you ain't getting on top of nobody, bro.
You never know.
Bro, yo.
you lived in 115s.
Yeah, word. You gotta get somebody that could live fucking 215, son.
You get that soon. Don't worry about it.
So you saying?
Well, that's
y'all
115
can
each
69.
arm, actually, so.
Yeah, add it up, baby.
Add it up, dog. That's 230. Add it up.
230.
Why you doing that?
The hell?
I like how he did it, though. He said, no, I know this one. I know this.
You said it already though. I already had it added in my head.
I wish I said the wrong one and then you just copied it.
I already had it added in my head, bro. Before you even asked.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you quick like that?
Is it?
Okay, my bad. My mistake.
Sometimes everybody has mistakes, bro. It's the way you come back after having a mistake, bro.
Ooh, that's beautiful, bro. All right, let's just say, welcome, Brigade. Welcome back. This is another episode. I know we
These
took
people again, bro. Tired of these people, man.
They said Andrew Schultz said it's a good idea. It's a genius move to always greet your audience because then it's like a connection thing.
Man, fuck y'all.
Truthfully.
Brigade. Okay. What's cracking? What's up? Ear? Can I get a ear?
What if we got bloods?
Nah, I don't fuck with that, bro. If you a blood, get the fuck out of here. It's cracking. I'm
gotta
quick.
say
I'm
some
big crack, you heard? Big big
Stop
like
I
Cardi
say.
last name is
say.
Condi. You heard? My last name is Condi.
Oh shit.
It ain't Bondi. Nah. It's
Bondi?
Condi.
You gotta
What are we
change
talking
it.
about?
You don't want it to be Bondi?
Nah.
That'd be lit.
Boblet Big Buggies.
What he
What?
said, bro?
Remember Boblet Big Bookies?
Oh, Backlip Big Bookies.
Where's that from?
That's from that dude who was on Vine. That
Yeah, it was
kid.
like when like your family members blood or some shit.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
was
like,
Oh, Yeah,
Mama said, "Do you want some chocolate?" What, cuz?
some what? What?
Oh,
Some
yeah.
what blood? Some what blood?
Rocket Blick Bookie, homie. Stop
Man.
playing with me.
It's cold in here. What?
bold.
No, it's
This
bold.
shit
Bold. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's funny as hell. Clap, clap.
All right, so Schultz, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, man.
Yeah, so Andrew Schultz.
Schultz,
There's been a lot about him this week because the Nelkboys just released their episode with him.
hold on. When you say Andrew Schultz, bro, make sure they know he's got the blueprint. All right,
The Hezzy.
that's big. That's big Schultz.
Damn.
All right, that's the homie right there.
I want somebody deeper on me like that one day.
That's the homie right there. That's gang, son.
All right.
If it was you, I would talk about you like that.
I know. I just wish one day.
Well, it's just that you don't leave the house to have these interactions.
What do you mean?
You know, he's dealing with something right now.
What he
Now,
dealing
I'm
with?
letting him know that I got his back.
Oh, you guys back?
You don't deal with anything because you don't leave the stoop. Get off the stoop every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, but is he actually dealing with something? Not really, right?
Well, who started this first? Was it him that he started talking about them not releasing the episode?
Nah,
no, it was dumb.
they I don't know who that guy's name.
Oh, was it that clip? All right, so
Yeah,
there was
that
a
clip,
clip.
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, there was a clip. I don't know who the guy is, but he's associated with Nelkboys.
What you drinking, bro?
This
Yeah.
White Claw hard seltzer.
Never that dad shit.
Oh, Happy Dad.
Never that shit.
Oh, never that.
Never that happy dad
Never,
bullshit.
never that. Sad dad, you heard?
It's actually not that good.
Fuck y'all, you heard?
Damn.
Fuck sad dad.
Yo, actually, I got a video. I got a video of Happy Dads. I went to.
Oh yeah.
Me.
Yeah,
and,
you got
me,
beef with them too,
Me and
bro.
Smashy X. We went to go meet up with Nelson, right? We brought a case. We brought a case of Happy Dads, bro. Tell me why it was like 3 or 4 of the cans inside.
I think it was more than that. It was like 6.
Yeah, it was like half of it, bro. Half the case, bro.
That shit was ridiculous.
Empty. Yo,
Nah.
the cans were empty. It was just air,
Oh, nah.
but it was
son.
closed.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
closed.
so that's a problem with the production.
Word,
Yeah.
They
bruh.
just whoop.
We recorded a
Just
video.
skip.
We put it on Twitter. We ain't get no reply.
That's
No
because it
reply.
probably happens a lot and they're just getting away with it. Stealing.
But guess
Man.
what? I ain't worried about no. I ain't worried about your reply no more. Now we coming for your head.
Facts. Your head
That's
top, boy.
crazy.
Us and Flagrant coming for your head.
Your head top.
You got the top podcast right now. Both of them
Yeah.
coming for your head.
Hell yeah. 1 and 2, you heard?
You done fucked up.
And we ain't 2. You heard?
You heard?
Mm.
Why
Niggas
you
our
now you
sons.
taking shots at Flagrant though?
Those
bro?
are our sons, you heard? We respect them,
Why
though.
you making it a free for all,
We
bro?
respect them. We respect them.
It was supposed to be 2v1. Now it's 1v1v1.
We respect
You
them.
bugging out, bro. That's the
alright, bro.
yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
you
I
gotta
tell
have
the truth,
respect,
bro.
though,
I tell the truth, though.
You gotta have the you got the blueprint, bro. You gotta have the respect, man. That's
Yeah, we took the blueprint. We
you don't
stomped
talk
on
about
it.
Jay-Z like that. You know what I'm saying? In the rap game, you don't
stomped
talk
on
about Jay-Z like that.
What are you talking about? People
In the rap game, you don't talk about Jay-Z.
That's
like that,
Jay-Z?
bro. That's my Jay-Z, bro.
Shit.
Damn, that's deep.
That's
He's
my
pretty
Jay-Z.
up there, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I
He's
think,
my
yeah.
to me, he's the blueprint. He's
When
my
it comes
Jay-Z.
to podcasts, I would say Joe Rogan than him.
Yeah, and Joe Rogan would be like the Biggie, like
You
that
can't
shit. He just
count
needs
that
to
shit,
die.
On
That's facts.
I don't want him to. I'm just saying though, he will be like Biggie and Tupac if he died.
What you mean you can't count that shit?
you're talking.
What?
You said
No, you can't count Joe Rogan because he's like different level.
Oh, okay.
No. But to me, Rogan is
That's
more
like
like
TV.
the like the god.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like he's just living. He's just
He's
still
the
alive.
Godfather.
Yeah,
Yeah, facts.
but yeah, to me, Schultz is like the Jay-Z of like, for me, for comedy and podcasting.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure other people have their own. You know, there's a lot of big people out there. You know. Oh, I didn't unlock it. My
It's
bad.
unlocked.
That's unlocked.
it's unlocked?
Yeah,
She just walked in. About time.
yeah. Because even in so I listened to the episode. I'll get into that, but he's even dropping game in the episode to them, which is kind of crazy. Because like,
So this is the thing. So the rest of us didn't have time to listen to the episode where Schultz went on the Nelkboys.
yeah,
But Andrew watched it or listened to it.
yeah.
I heard bits and
Now
pieces.
I watched the Flagrant podcast. I think Dom did too. Nelson does no homework. And
I watched the ending of the Nelkboy episode.
oh, all right, cool. And then and we watched. You know, obviously we looked at the clips that came out, and yeah, man. So we're gonna have a lot of questions for Andrew.
I'll do my best, but
so hopefully you remember.
But
stuff.
you didn't watch Flagrant though, right?
I didn't watch the Flagrant, nah.
But you watched the
I
Nelk
watched a
Boys.
piece of it, but I watched the Nelk one.
Oh, word.
All right, so yeah, so that clip, I forgot the dude's name, but he started talking about, I guess, like one of his coworkers, Steiny, and he was talking about how like sometimes he kind of like goes on like late night rants, and he's kind of like, bro, it's middle of the night, I'm not trying to hear that right now, I'm sleeping, and he started discussing that there was a time where he had asked for an episode to be scrapped. And then the podcast that he was on, they started digging in and they were trying to get more information. So he reveals it's the Shultz episode. He says Shultz kind of was starting to come at Steiny and was pressing him. So then after the fact, Steiny was like, I don't want this episode to be released. So that episode was...
Yeah, but they made it. They didn't say that though.
Who?
They didn't say that Steiny didn't want it to be released.
No, they made it look like
they
Schultz
said that
didn't want
Schultz
Oh, okay.
said not to drop it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They said the show said not to drop it, which Schultz confirmed that is true. Schultz said
But not for the
said
reason
not to
they
drop
said.
it, but it's not because of any other reason other than the episode sucked.
Yeah, he was like,
It was
the
a
quality.
terrible episode, so why would we give the people such a bad episode of podcasting?
Yeah, so...
But then Schultz on Flagrant, when he talks about it, he said that it looks like they're using that as an out. But I didn't tell them that they didn't. I didn't tell them that they like definitely like don't drop it. I told them I don't think we should, But it's your podcast. Do what you want. And then they didn't drop it, so it looks like Steiny, and I think he heard like down the grapevine type shit that Steiny actually said that like nah, don't drop it because Steiny gets cooked apparently. I don't know. Did he get cooked or what? Talk to us, bro.
Yeah, so... All right, so the episode got recorded November 10th, 2022. So this was last year. Yeah, they've been sitting on this one for a minute. And then...
Not deleted.
Yeah.
It was right when, I
Yeah.
think right when Schultz was dropping his
Yeah, I think it was just after the Infamous special.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was part of the tour. Okay.
So yeah, so he goes on the show and stuff like that. And from what I seen, like the first like 40 minutes, they're kind of chopping it up and stuff like that. But Schultz is answering questions, stuff like that. But you can kind of tell like there's no fluidity to like the conversation and stuff like that. It's kind of like everyone's just like throwing shit out there.
Yeah.
And Schultz is being a good guest. Like he's kind of like, just trying to elaborate when he can, like, give good answers and stuff like that. They're talking about like the podcast game. He's giving love to them. He's like, yo, like you guys are smart. I see what you did with the Happy Dad. You guys made a brain out of shit. And he's talking to the Steve Will Do It kid, I think.
Yeah.
And they were talking about him getting like banned off YouTube. But then it got to a point where like, this is where shit turns, like around like the 46-minute mark, where
Also, for a while, it was just like...
Yeah, but it wasn't like great convo.
It was just like casual, like small talk.
Yeah, like
It
almost
was
like
small talk.
because even early on, you kind of see where like, and I don't know, but I'll get answer back on this. But basically, kind of like Steiny's just throwing out things. Like he'll be like, "So Andrew Schultz, what do you think about Nick Cannon's having a 12th kid?" Like just random stuff. So I don't know if like that's their show, but it's kind of just like random stuff being thrown out there.
Like he's trying to start a conversation about something happening.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't really know where to take the conversation. Like,
Yeah,
type shit.
exactly.
Like, that's what it felt like.
So 46 minutes in, and then Steiny starts looking at his phone, and then he starts hitting him with like generic questions. So at that point, and Schultz kind of mentioned, well, he did mention it on Flagrant, like either they don't know who I am, they didn't like put in the research, or they're just fucking with me or something.
Like trolling him.
Yeah, because they're just I can't talk right now, asking generic questions. Like shit like he mentioned the crowd, like they had basically asked him like, do you do crowd work?
Yeah.
Do you talk to the crowd sometimes? So, like, if you know anything about Schultz, is like that's like one of his like, that's literally like his signature.
Yeah.
Like he's known for literally people would go to his shows and try to sit up front because they know that he's gonna interact with them and he's gonna roast them. So like he went up for his crowd work special. He went up on stage, and then he goes, "Man, it looks like y'all just waiting for me to say something to you about y'all." Like he's like he acknowledges that like they're waiting for him to like for him to roast them, like to say something about them.
Yeah.
Like that's his thing.
Yeah.
So how do you not know that? You know what I'm saying? Like it's ridiculous. So, but what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, so in their defense, right? So I don't believe Kyle and Steiny actually know too much about him. I don't think they were like messing with him like he said. Either they, I think they really didn't know much about him, which that's to their
That's not
fuck
good.
up. They didn't they didn't look do their research. Steve will do it and shows her more like friends.
Yeah.
So I think they figured like Steve will like lead the podcast and like basically go with your friends and then we just jump in whenever.
Yeah, but Steve doesn't really talk.
Steve was just chilling there.
Yeah, like you.
So that's where like the awkwardness came in because it was like they were waiting for him to take control and he didn't. So they were just sitting there like, oh shit, like what do we do?
Yeah.
And then that's where Schultz kind of like try to save the show by talking about different things and stuff like that. And yeah, it did happen when Steiny was looking at his phone and Schultz was like, yo, what the hell? Like, I took the time out of my day and you looking at your phone. Like
He called him out for that?
Yeah, he called him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
That's when then he goes, oh, I was looking at my notes. He was like, but even if I wasn't, that really annoyed you? He's like, yeah. He's like, that's rude. He's like, I took, like, you should have been prepared already. Put your notes on a paper. I'd rather you look at a paper or something like that.
Yeah.
And then that's when he was like, well, what if somebody in the crowd did that? What would you do? He was like, the same exact thing. I will call them out.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, wait, so you interact with the crowd? Like, you talk to the crowd? And that's when it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He was like, are you fucking with me? He was like,
Yeah.
are you trolling me right now? He was like, no.
He
He's
asked
like,
him that?
yeah, he was like, are you trolling me right now? He's like, no. He's like, I'm generally asking. He's like, and he just keeps looking around like, what the fuck?
Because at that point, I think Andrew Schultz is starting to realize he's a busy man. He got a lot of shit going on for himself, and he made the time to be on the pod.
Yeah.
Time is money. That's the most valuable asset that we all have. So in his head, he's kind of like, I took the time out of my schedule, and then this is what we're doing. Like, why am I here? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we could play parts of the clip.
What was the thing when he was talking about that he sent a text message?
It was at that moment when he started like looking at his notes, because it basically they kind of get into exchange where like he's trying to ask him like like how he comes up with his material, and he's like and Schultz is like, oh, it's easy to make stuff that like if something bothers me, like if I'm in an Uber, then I can start working off that. And then he's kind of oh, like, is there a specific group that bothers you? And then he was like, yeah, and that's
The
when,
Jews.
And Schultz is kind of getting annoyed. He's like, nah. And then I think he was like, does this bother you? And then Schultz was like, no, that doesn't bother me. And then they're like, what bothers you? He's like,
He looked at your phone.
he was like, well, when I'm on a guest and you're looking at your phone and you're sending a text. So that's when shit starts really getting like the tense. And then I kind of feel bad for Steiny in the sense that like his boys can't save him because Steve's not really talking. And then Kyle is like, he feels you could see him getting like awkward and feeling like shit.
He was embarrassed a little bit. Like, damn, we had to do it on my show, like on our show, and this is how we did him. And then that's when Schultz kept going in on Steiny because you could tell he was annoyed already. Like he got mad a little bit, and he just kept going.
He
in
kind
on
of ripped him too because he was kind of talking about like, oh, like you do this show, for clout and stuff like that. He was like, and I get it because you're short, and because he was talking. They were talking about getting
What the
bitches.
fuck, shows?
Yeah, Tony.
Fights all the time. All the time.
Do you have a favorite group or something you like to go after or joke about?
No. It's like whatever I'm passionate about. I got to have like a interest in it. I don't know how to just make jokes about like Uber. Like something has to bother me. I think that's the hardest thing about having money is that less things bother you. You know?
What bothers you the most right now?
Nothing.
Nothing bothers you?
You looking at your phone while we're doing this interview and everybody's seeming disinterested.
Were you looking at notes or texting girls?
Notes.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Me taking time out of my day to do this and then feeling
Dude,
like
I've
I'm
never
forcing you guys to do the podcast.
I've never been more
That
excited to
annoyed
do a
me.
podcast.
Say again?
I've never been more excited. I'm sorry. I had to
Don't
look at my notes.
apologize. You don't have to apologize. You asked me what annoyed me and I gave you an honest answer.
Wait, are you being serious about that?
Yeah. That annoyed me.
Really?
Yes.
So if
Is
someone
that surprising to you?
Well, if I'm looking at my notes, I have some things personally that I wrote that I wanted to ask you. Not on there.
Okay.
So I can't look at that and then ask you that?
I mean, you can, I guess.
What if someone in the audience is on their phone when you're doing that?
Then they're going to get the same treatment you got.
Would you call them out?
Yes.
Have you done that before?
So like that's.
I want to keep going. I want to keep watching.
You know, there's like exchanges like that. Where,
Punch him.
Where you could just see like the difference in
like he could have been looking at his notes, you know. He could have been looking at his notes, but this is the thing. It didn't start here. You know, for Shultz, him being bothered did not just start here. It's been building for him to get to the point where he has to say something. So as a podcaster or somebody that does it, you know, we've been doing it for a while. You have to be able to read the room. You know, like, are you not aware? Jesus, this guy, yo, oh my God.
I'm getting the next part ready. I'm on my phone now. Steiny things.
So, yeah, I just think you have to be able, you have to have the skill of reading the room and feeling it or understanding what your guest is feeling. I've had a guest here once recently that was being roasted on a little too hard. I caught that he was like bugged by it, and I started roasting the other people, you know, in the room, you know. So like little things like that, you have to try to catch that, you know, like you have to feel what they're feeling to make sure that you can drive the pot. And I'm fucking new at this, dude. I'm nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like these fucking people they're fucking huge. They had Donald Trump. How the fuck are you not reading the room and understanding that your guest is bothered? Exactly. You know, like you should be a pro at this. You know, if I can do that little thing, like these guys should be able to fucking like. I understand why he's bothered. You know why Schultz got bothered. He should be. You know, they should be way more professional than this. So yeah, it must have been building up for him to fucking actually fucking call it out. You don't just call things out like that.
I mean, it's interesting you say that though, because so when you start this episode, Kyle kind of does like a pre-recorded message, and he's kind of talking about where like, you know, they were excited to have Schultz on and stuff like that, but he was like kind of acknowledging like, yeah, I know we're not the best conversationalists and stuff like that, and you know, like we're still kind of new to this game, I guess, something like that. But he was kind of like giving a reason why, like, you know, they didn't carry the conversation or at least have that chemistry and flow to like kind of, you know, Schultz could like work off of and shit like that.
Which is another problem. How are these guys famous? I don't really know. All of a sudden, the Nelkboys are
Steve will do it. Steve will do it. Made them famous.
Okay, but did he make them famous by?
Who the fuck is Steve will do it?
He was big on YouTube.
That's my question.
Huge.
What made them famous? That's my question.
They used to do stupid shit, get drunk. Like he was the first people.
They didn't get famous doing podcasting.
No. Just doing stupid videos, funny videos.
Oh,
and shit like that.
So they were like viral streamers.
Yeah,
like type shit.
they got. He blew up, and they were all his boys, and he bring them with him, and then
he started the podcast with his boys.
Yeah, like he led them into other stuff. Like he was known for like giving away money, giving away like.
Okay.
So like he helped like the whole Happy Dad and Nelkboys. He's the one that helped kind of like fund it in the beginning. So like he's the reason that they're all famous.
So this is my thing. They didn't grow the talent, grow the skill of being a good podcaster.
No.
You know, and they're having these guests that to have these guests, you are required to be good at your job because you're bringing people that are no joke. You know, you can't come in and fuck around and not know what to talk about or not do your homework. You know what I'm saying? Like, like you know, we bring people we know from like my open mic comedians and shit like that. You know, there's no homework to fucking do on them.
Yeah.
You know, they're nobody yet. You know, but when you have somebody that's somebody, you have to do your homework and know who the fuck you're talking to. You know, you have to do your part. It's a job. You got to do your fucking part and be prepared and have notes ready and have talking points ready. You know what I'm saying? Have questions. You know, if he goes here, then I gotta prepare. I gotta be prepared for that. You prepare for that. You know, and these guys don't have that skill yet. Because it's like they're like the Brendan Schaub of podcasting. Because Brendan Schaub got famous and then all of a sudden wants to do comedy, but he had the fame first, so he has all these eyes on him, but he didn't grow that skill of being a good comedian yet. So now everybody's watching him be bad at comedy, you know, because he has all these eyes on him because he already has the fame. So same thing with them; they have all these eyes on them. But they don't have the skill of being good podcasters yet.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And one day we'll have skills at podcasting too. Just give us some time.
Schultz, we won't do you like that, all right? We know a lot about you.
Give us a little while, though, because obviously we might do you like that right now. God damn.
So my boy hungry.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was just talking to him.
Yeah, well, that's a problem.
You could have kept going. I was listening to you.
But I was talking to you guys.
I was listening. I just wanted to make sure that the food ain't passed by.
Oh, real quick, also to add to this, there's another person that's usually on the podcast, Bradley Martin, right? And
I heard the name.
He's usually, because he has his own podcast, he's usually the one to like lead it, ask the questions, talk about stuff. Like he does a lot of research on the person that he's interviewing and stuff like that. And he wasn't on this episode.
Yeah, he's from YouTube too, right?
Yeah, he's on YouTube too.
Well, he was an Instagram fitness dude.
Yeah,
that's how I know of
coach,
him.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So it's crazy. I didn't know he was even really involved with these guys like that.
So he's usually the one to like lead it and everything like that. And he wasn't on this one. And even Shaw says something. He's like, where's Bradley? He's usually the one to lead this stuff, right? Because like you guys,
damn, yo, big dick shit.
And Schultz is cool with Bradley, and then I think the other guy he mentioned that. I think I've seen the Salim kid because I think he was on there when they had Antonio Brown.
Yeah, because he said that they know him more, right?
Yeah.
I seen that part at the end.
And Schultz is a pro at this whole podcast and shit, so he understands that something's not right here. What the fuck is going on right now? You know? Yeah, it's just.
So Schultz actually interviewed all the three guys that he mentioned: Steve, Salim, and Bradley. He did them. He had them on their podcast.
Oh, word?
But also, they've also had other podcast episodes with other people. So like, I'm really curious as to why.
Maybe it's a unit, like he said, kind of like they usually typically have other people that.
So basically, Steiny fucked it up too.
Yeah.
And then you know what it is. Also, maybe all the other guests that they've had, they've known about them, but Schultz, it seems like they didn't really know so much about him.
Yeah.
And nobody did the due diligence.
But I kind of saw that with the Antonio Brown episode because some of the questions that they ask are like. I don't know. They seem like repetitive or just like they were asking like, name your top 5 receivers or who do you want to play with? Like, I don't know. Just like some of the questioning was weird to me when I was listening. I listened to it because it was after Antonio Brown did the whole like running off the field, taking his jersey off.
Yeah.
So that's how, and I think we wanted to talk about it. So I listened to that. But yeah, sometimes like the questioning just got me off track because it was just so like
random ass questions,
like random or there was no like fluidity to the conversation or just weird.
Yeah, it just seems like it's a skill that they haven't built yet.
Yeah,
and it just so happens here that it was shown.
Yeah.
You know,
it
just happens. It just happens to be Schultz episode that it was like really obvious that something's lacking here.
Yeah,
you know, which is fucking crazy because like. They have fucking. They have so many views. They're huge. They're fucking
making
huge.
money, bro.
Mad money,
crazy, bro.
And they don't even have like the talent of doing it right.
Like in the episode, one of the kids is talking about. I think he's been dating some girl for like 9 years or something, and he's like, "Yeah, I got my girlfriend a $200,000 watch." Like these kids make money, bro.
Yeah, nice.
It's crazy. But yeah, let's check out this one part right here.
Is he?
Jesus Christ.
No, but
Not really,
what do you think of his vibe?
Bro, he's the best.
His vibe's
I
dope.
saw him make a comment at a press conference where he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do a TikTok dance once I beat you,"
Yeah.
and that really just like made me
Threw
not
you
a
the
fan
way.
anymore.
Why?
Is
You do TikToks like 3 times.
I know, but I'm not
like a day.
I'm not a fucking UFC warrior, bro. Like I'm not in the ring fighting against somebody.
Is
You
this?
do TikToks with Gabe, bro.
Yeah.
Why are you on TikTok?
I'm trying to understand. Like, is this your character? Are you like the hater or something? Like, what's?
Who am I hating on?
I'm just like I'm trying to understand. Like,
You're hating on Izzy for doing TikTok dances when you do TikTok dances.
No,
with
like
Gabe.
I love Justin Poirier.
Can
But
I
I'm
show,
trying to
can I show
understand.
Shultz your last TikTok?
Yeah.
No, before
Yeah,
you delete
sure.
it.
Can you
I'm
explain what the dynamic is here?
Show
Like
us,
you
ready?
guys are like friends with these people. You're the newest, so you could take the shots. Like I'm trying to understand what it is. Like you're gonna have to see him.
Bro, that's fine.
This is Steiny's last TikTok.
So this is like right before like
That's
the clip
funny.
I sent you guys where
Yeah.
he's kind of talking like, are you guys even friends? Like there's like a weird chemistry here.
Can I just say, because I know I don't know if you guys actually watch them or like know too much about them.
Uh-huh.
That's not a character. That's actually who he is. He's a hater, and he like does shit for clout. Like there's a viral clip that went on when they were just all their friends, and they had some models there, right? And they were talking to the models. He let his friend a shirt, and the model was like, "Oh my god, I like your shirt." He's like, "Yeah, that's my shirt." He's like, "I gave him that shirt."
Shout out Steiny.
And they were like, and everybody paused and was just like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, so he's just like a piece of shit dick,
Yeah.
like little spoiled brat.
Exactly. And like since he started like because he started getting money, he tries to flex with his money and shit like that. So he bring out like mad chains and shit like that. So after that like the next couple episodes when he did that and like they had models again and he wore all his chains, the dude that he did that to was like, "Fuck that, I'm gonna get my revenge." He was like, "Those shits are rented."
Oh.
And he was like, "Why'd you do that?" Like he got mad, like really mad.
He got that shit on Afterpay, cuz.
Yeah, he got really hurt.
Shout out Afterpay, yeah.
He was like, "Why you do that?" This and that. He was like, "No." He was like, "What do you mean? I'm just following your lead. I'm doing what you do."
So why do they have him on then? Why don't they just boot him? If
Yeah, it seems like they all hate
It
him.
creates so much
They
controversy.
should hire you.
It gives them reason to talk about.
Oh,
shit.
so he's like that. What's the sports
I didn't get to finish
broadcaster?
my shit.
Skip. Is it
Yes,
Skip.
like Skip. He's like the
Yeah.
Skip right now. That's just like always saying the wrong thing, like always fucking like starting drama, starting problems, and it's annoying, but it's always gonna keep the views coming.
Yep.
Damn, yo, we need a Skip though. Truthfully, bro, y'all motherfuckers ain't it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to make a joke saying that I'm him. I guess.
No, never mind. I was gonna make a callback, but I forgot. Never mind.
Yo, dumb, bro. Sorry about that, bro.
I was gonna make a callback,
was
but
nice.
I forgot the episode lineup.
Hey, you're a welcome addition, bro. You awesome.
I wasn't gonna say anything about that.
Well, in the beginning,
I'll tell you this.
in the beginning, it did seem like you were gonna be that. You even said it one time. You were like, "Well, I guess I got to do my job," and then you were gonna be the heel of the conversation.
Oh yeah.
You remember saying that one time?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So it seemed like you were gonna be like the one that's always like has like the crazy take and shit like that, but it's not genuine though.
Yeah.
You just sometimes you just have different takes than us,
Exactly.
and that's just real. You're not forcing it,
Yeah,
you know, which is good.
That's a fucking fact.
Yeah.
That's
Shout
something
out
that
you, bro.
that's something
No,
that.
but he's
Schultz-
also just a hater too.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Me
Yeah.
being a heel and him
Nah,
being
yeah,
a hater
that's
is two
different.
different
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah. Well, Schultz kind of mentioned like later on because like what you talking about like the end of the episode. That's when Steiny starts to kind of like apologize and
He's like, yo, what did I do? Can you tell me what I did?
and Schultz was like, "You're making this about you." Like,
He
keep
said that
bringing it
whole
back.
thing about the clout thing. He was like, yeah, you're just chasing clout and all this other shit, like you just said.
See, so it seems like the thing is Schultz is known actually.
Somebody dying out.
Schultz is known for he says it he says it, and then his people around him they agree that he's like that. It's very hard for he says this is why like it's hard for him to deal with actors because they're so fake, you know, that they're just not genuine people. That it's hard for him to pretend like he's okay in the room with them.
Yeah, word.
He has to call out the bullshit, like you know what I'm saying, like
That shit whack.
which I understand too. Is so hard sometimes to like just like watch somebody be like on some fake shit or like like what are you doing right now? Like, you know, it just seems like what's going on right now. You know, like little things like that, like they make you want to ask that, like what are you doing? You know, like so it's hard not to call it out. And supposedly he has a really big problem with not being able to call it out. Like he has to, like he'll call. He's gonna call you on your bullshit, you know, which is awesome.
Yeah,
you know. And hopefully I'm the same way. I don't know. I think
Him and Joe Rogan do
hopefully
that a
we're the
lot.
same way. Yeah, Joe Rogan's like that too. You know, so hopefully whenever we have somebody doing some bullshit, I don't know if we have before or not, but hopefully we start fucking maybe start jumping somebody. Like, you full of shit.
Not even like that.
Beating the dog shit out of him. Fucking
That'd be a dope ass podcast segment.
Just jumping somebody. Well, that was
Every time we have a guest, they're scared as hell. Like, fuck.
Gotta watch everything they
Am I the
say.
next one?
Be real, bro.
You're either a good guest or you get jumped. It's up to you, though. It's totally up to you. So we'll see.
That's a crazy pod, bro. But yeah, just to piggyback off that, he was kind of mentioning that when he was talking about Steiny's like authenticity. He was like, I don't think you're being your true self. And then and I guess that's where like Steiny probably caught feelings about Andrew digging on him like that. And then that's probably what led to like after the fact he was like,
you're not being your true self. It's not like he's like a Jehovah's Witness. Like, like, come with me and follow God. You're not. You're not being
The crazy
who you
part
need to
is
be.
they all say that to him. Like, why you acting like they on the podcast? They be like, why you acting like this? This is not you. You don't act like this when the cameras are off.
yeah. So you think
Such
he's
a
probably
weird
cool?
thing.
Then
He got demons, bro.
Huh?
You think he's probably just like super chill on the podcast, and it feels like he has to be like, well, not chill off the podcast, because like honestly they keep him around for a reason.
I think he tries to put on a facade. Like in real life, he's probably quiet. Like he doesn't fuck with anybody. Like he stays to himself. And then on like the pod, he probably like, yeah, I'm that big. You get me? I'm big honcho out here. Feel
I
me?
bet I'm gonna watch the podcast. I'm gonna watch the podcast, and I don't know if this is correct, but I bet that he has such an insecurity. So Shultz, when you see him, he's a very charismatic, confident man, right? He has like a certain swag to him that's kind of like, it feels like he's that guy, And sometimes it's hard to be with somebody like that. That's like, oh, he's that guy.
Yeah.
Because it makes you feel like you're not that guy, just because you're not like him. But you can be that guy in different ways, right? Mm-hmm. But some people don't. It's hard for them to understand that. So they see him. So I feel like maybe he started acting like that and acting like almost kind of like trying to downplay who Shultz is.
Yeah, word.
And make him feel like he's lesser than him.
Yeah.
Just like going on his phone like I don't give a fuck about you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I go on my phone when I want, because who the fuck are you? You know who the fuck I am? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's almost like kind of like he's trying to show his dick a little bit. And then Schultz was like, yeah, but guess what though?
My dick bigger. My dick is bigger.
But guess what though?
I got bigger dick energy.
I does this. So,
I can see that.
Hey, you broke that down good.
Yeah, I can see that.
that's why I can imagine, because I know
It
people
makes
like
sense.
that. I've seen people like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's an insecurity that a lot of people have. And some people are they're not able to get past that. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it's pretty common, and a lot of people aren't able to self-reflect in a sense and get over that shit.
Yeah.
And he seems so insecure with like calling out his boy. That's my shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's
it
corny.
he just seems like a very insecure man. So it just seems that maybe that could be what it is. The way he went about it.
Got little dick syndrome.
Yeah, like little dick syndrome type shit. Yeah,
Or-
for real. Where the rest, we just joke about it. You know what I'm saying? Just laugh at the little dick, and you won't feel so bad about it.
Or we
Yeah,
we just accept our little dicks.
That's what I'm
That's
saying. You
right.
laugh, you just make jokes about your little dick, bro. It's okay.
Don't forget you
Everything's
got
gonna
that
be
phantom
alright.
dick though.
He just said some bullshit, bro.
Phantom dick.
Now, do you think it was all right for Schultz to kind of do that live on the
Yeah.
pod, or
Yeah.
should he have kind of?
Nah. Because they were being rude to him. They were being disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at the end of the day.
I think you said it happened like 45 minutes in. Now, don't forget, this episode was most likely probably edited a little bit.
Yeah, because he kind of mentioned on Flagrant where there was like certain things happening, and I don't think it showed. Granted,
He said that there was a moment where they were just quiet.
Yeah, they probably
And they
cut
all
that.
just sighed, like
They probably cut that out.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that thing that he did happened like 45 minutes in. So that means for 45 minutes in, he's been feeling,
It was building up.
yeah, it was building up. So it's like, if you guys don't fucking take control of this and figure this out, then what am I supposed to do here? This is the alternative. He could have just done this.
that would have been crazy.
Yeah, true.
He could have just sat back, He could just sat back and just y'all don't want to talk. I don't want to talk.
But
Fuck
he
that.
an entertainer, bro.
But yeah, and he's a professional. He's a
He
professional.
does this shit.
If we're
bruh.
talking, our job is to talk right now. Our
Yeah.
job is to speak right now.
Yeah.
The only thing that's on my fucking mind is how the fuck y'all acting right now.
Yeah, where?
You know what I'm saying? And that's your fault.
The vibe, bro.
You guys didn't guide me any other way. You know, this is your podcast. You're supposed to fucking take me on a ride, and I'm supposed to come along, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to, you know, like drive the podcast, as he says. You know, they didn't do that, and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on? What are we doing?" You know. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm not mad at it. I feel like I would at some point you get irritated, and you just like, all right, like,
Yeah, you should have put hands on Steiny.
just jumped across the table.
You know what?
Smack fire into
Shows
him.
would have smacked the shit out of him. Yo.
That'd have been funny as hell.
All right, well,
It would have went more viral than it already.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I was thinking about that one, bro.
Just smack the shit out of him.
I'm excited to
Should've
watch
been
that shit,
numbers.
yo. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited to watch it now, yo. For
It was
real.
it was interesting. Shows drops a lot of
He
like.
pick his little ass up.
Yeah. I mean, but I feel like I don't listen to Flagrant like that. But like when I do, it always
Problem
feel,
number one.
but it does feel like even on Brilliant Idiots, where like Schultz always kind of like drops like the business mindset and how he's thinking about approaching things and why he does certain things.
Yeah, he's
Word.
calculated.
Yeah,
He's
so
very calculated.
it's cool how he like. Yeah, I guess even on his podcast, because he knows people are listening, but even to them, it's almost like he's kind of giving them nuggets, you know.
yeah,
So,
He's trying to help them.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like hard love,
mm-hmm.
you know. But you guys can take it one of two ways. Either you guys can take it as I'm just being a dick, or I'm being a dick, but you can get better from this if you
Yeah.
actually listen to what the fuck I'm saying.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm definitely being a dick. Yeah, for sure I'm being a dick. Because fuck y'all. But now, fuck y'all. I'm tired of y'all. Fuck y'all. You know?
Yeah.
I'm done with y'all. But I can only just be a dick, or I can be a dick and y'all can get better from this.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
And that's on y'all.
Yeah.
So,
Facts.
I respect it. I respect it.
Shout out Nelk
shows,
boys.
bro. That's the...
Shout out Nelk.
Shout out Nelk, but fuck the Nelkboys, bro. Fuck Happy Dads, bro. Real
Facts.
talk. I'm gonna start slapping dads
Shit
in
not
the
even that
fucking
good.
face. Let me see a fucking dad, dog. Let me see a fucking happy dad, bro.
Oh shit.
Let me see a fucking happy dad. Dog. Let me see a fucking. Tell me a dad is happy right now, dog. I wish you would.
I gotta go pee. I'll be back, boys.
You better go in the bathroom and be happy as hell.
I gotta come out real sad when I come out here, bro. I gotta get it
Get out
together.
all
Get it
that.
together,
He's
Drew.
like, that puppies.
Grandma orgasm. Grandma orgasm.
Hey guys, next topic. The one thing I like, all right, so like with the whole signing thing, one thing I did relate to him is like, I know there's been moments
Being a
where like,
bitch.
Short.
I gotta bring that up, dog. Like,
Yeah, we see it too, buddy.
like bringing up topics where like, I'm like we'll have a guest on and I'm stuck because I'm like, I know this is like the premier, like the big topic that's in demand and it's gonna hit the algorithm. But then it's like, how do I smoothly transition it to the guests where maybe they're not interested in that or they're not like, they can't really talk about that.
Well, this is the difference. Our podcast does that.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Our podcast is we'll go over a couple topics of the week.
Yeah.
All right. Where I don't know what their podcast is, but it ain't topics. It ain't, you know. So him throwing out topics is literally just trying to save a conversation. You know, we've done podcast episodes where we just talk because we can. We're capable of doing that.
Word up.
We got
But-
chemistry?
Yeah, we got chemistry. We're capable of doing that, but we don't often do that because that's not where we want our podcast to be. We want our podcast to be something where we talk about things that are happening in the world. You know, so I don't think you should feel that way of the guest. I think you should what you should do is tell the guests like, well, what we do is we talk about things that are happening during the week. So this is something that's happening right now, you know. And then you talk, and then we fucking go into the topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember that this is our podcast. This is what the fuck we do, and they're coming into our house, and we're showing them how to set the table. You know what I'm saying?
This motherfucker Andrew Schultz, bro. Dropping nuggets, bro.
That's Jay-Z right there. That's my blueprint right there, bro.
Fuck it. Let's get on it, bro. All right. So this week coming up, when this episode drops, it's a huge fucking week for combat sports.
combat sports.
Boxing and UFC. We got 2 huge fights. Let me just touch on boxing real quick. This is Ali Frazier.
What you mean?
This is Sugar Ray Leonard Duran. This is
Ali Frazier? Sugar Ray Leonard? Are you serious?
This is Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis. This is that Pacquiao Mayweather. This is that magnitude.
What?
I don't
That
think-
magnitude.
Bugging.
Errol Spence versus
Now we have a
Terrence-
conversation because I don't know about that, cuz.
Nah, hold on. Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. This July 29th.
Yeah.
This is a mega fight. This is one of the biggest fights in boxing.
I'm going to be drunk on a boat.
Find a stream, dog. I don't know. Pull over on somebody's dock. This is one of the biggest fights in boxing that can be made, and it's finally made.
So I gotta watch this over UFC.
That's the problem. Because on UFC you have Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje.
Oh no!
And not just that, but a hell of a card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell of a
Ooh,
card.
is that card
The
stacked?
co-main can be a main fight. That's Alex Pereira
Yeah, Pereira.
versus Jan Blachowicz. That's for the title, the light heavyweight title.
Yeah, exactly.
Just real quick, Jamal Hill, he tore his Achilles or his ACL, so he's out for a year. And he did the right thing. He was like, you know what? I'm going to be out for probably longer than a year. I'm going to relinquish my belt because I can't defend it. I'm not going to hold up the division. So now this is a title fight. So Alex Pereira, everyone knows his history with Alex Adesanya. He's moving Izzy Adesanya.
I'm like Alex.
He's moving up to the next weight class, and now he's going for the belt again. He obviously won the belt at middleweight. Now he's going to light heavyweight. That's a huge fight.
Yeah,
because they're gonna bang out, and that's just a co-main.
And he's gonna be bigger now too.
He's gonna be exactly. He doesn't have to drop as much weight. Doesn't have to drain himself as much. So we might see a heavier hitter in him, and that's just a co-main. Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje, they have takedown defense, but their main thing is striking. They're gonna bang it out. They're gonna be standing up. So that's gonna be a banger in itself in the ring.
I don't know. I'd rather watch that than boxing. Crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
How is Spence and Crawford?
Because it's historic. There's a historic factor to this fight.
Black
This
on
will
black
be
crime?
This will be the first undisputed welterweight champion ever in history.
Ever?
And then if Terrence Crawford wins, depending on how there's another fight on Tuesday.
Wait, why is that? Why is
Because they'll have all the
because
belts,
you have
right?
all
they have
four
all the
belts.
belts?
All 4 belts. You know how hard
all
it
the
is.
4 belts are on the line right now.
All 4 belts.
Yeah, because one of them has one.
Spence
right?
has 3 and Crawford has 1.
Yeah.
So you could be witnessing history when you watch this fight.
All or nothing.
Yeah.
Hey.
But this is the problem.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Why
about
are there
the
so many fucking belts? Who gives a fuck about belts anymore, bro?
That's a different
Fuck
conversation.
the belts.
That's
That's a
the
fact.
real conversation
different
though.
But that's the
Conversation.
problem, though. That's why. That's what makes it not Mike Tyson and blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
nobody gives a
and
fuck
Di-
about
and
the
Ali
belts.
and blah blah blah.
That's
what
facts.
makes it not all that, bro. That's what makes it all that. Because who gives a fuck about those belts? I don't give a fuck about. They don't mean nothing to me anymore. They
That's
mean
facts.
nothing to me anymore.
Even still, man.
They mean nothing
These
to me
are
anymore.
these are 2 of the top fighters. and-
Ali and Frazier, he said.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
Ali
that
and
magnitude.
Frazier.
It
No,
is that
Fox, they're way too
magnitude.
much.
Bro, Ali and Frazier,
It's that
Great
magnitude.
fight.
I'm
It's a
telling you.
great fight.
Bro,
Don't
you
get me
think-
wrong.
You
Is
think
that
50 years
magnitude?
from now, they're
Yes.
gonna be like,
Yes.
oh man, I remember
Nah.
I remember where I was.
Spence
where Spence and
Crawford.
Crawford fought.
Yes, you will. These are you guys have no idea.
You guys are gonna regret it.
Nah.
50 years from now, we're gonna talk about the fight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
bro.
tell you guys
We're gonna
to
be
watch.
at each. Oh, hold on. Never mind. Let me not say that. I was about to reference it.
I'm gonna be long gone.
Nah, I'm going first. I promise.
You stupid as hell.
I got.
You stupid
Oh,
as hell.
shit, hold on.
Every time I'm going first.
All right, so yeah, that's a tough weekend for being a fan of both sports because is an overlap. I don't know how it's gonna work out.
So I gotta
Yeah,
watch
just watch
Ali
it on
and
two
fucking.
TVs.
Huh?
I gotta watch
Watch on
Ali.
2 TVs.
2 TVs. Hey, you balling like that? I only got 1 TV in the living room. I'm gonna be running back and forth between my bedroom.
You
and
pull it into your living
one
room,
on
bro.
TV, one on your phone.
Must suck to be broke.
Yeah, I guess so.
You got that big ass TV.
You got 2 TVs. I'm gonna go in your room. There's gonna be 2 TVs.
You can put a laptop.
I got 7 roommates, so it's mad TVs. We
You
gonna
can
have
be watching
Laptop,
PFL. You can be watching
phone.
one.
Laptop, phone.
It's on the 29th. That's a problem.
Why?
It's just a problem.
big party.
But I mean, that's gonna be at nighttime. Is it the party's at night?
Yeah.
I'll probably be lit if I go to the party.
I'm be drunk.
Dang.
Facts.
I mean, UFC cars always run to like fucking 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Not
You're
like
not
one.
listening, bro. You're not listening.
Trash.
I'm gonna be
got-
fucking
We're not
drunk.
gonna be able to function.
You can go off
I'm
his
gonna text
rocker,
the
son.
spoiler, bro. You know, wake up and be like, this happened and this happened.
That's fine.
Yo, you're bugging out for talking about Spencer Crawford like that, bro. Let me tell you that much. I'll tell you that much.
Frazier, bro.
Yeah,
It's that magnitude. I'm telling you.
That's nuts.
But you can't just say that and it's true.
It's that magnitude.
No, it's not.
Yes, it's
bro.
not.
No, it's not.
Who said that?
Bro, it's a historic fight. These are the top two.
I didn't even hear
welterweights
about it.
in the
I mean, I heard about it, but I didn't hear nothing like
Well, that,
Yeah,
alright, so that's
yes.
the problem.
Ali Frazier was like
everywhere.
yeah,
Newspaper,
the whole world was tuning in, bro. What are we talking about,
Yeah.
bro?
That's facts.
All right, yeah.
The
what's
whole
the-
world was tuning in, and motherfuckers couldn't even stream back then, bro.
Facts.
How the fuck the whole world tune in?
But that shit was on basic television, so everyone had to watch that shit. Yeah, no, what are you gonna watch? The fucking news or
They watching through people's living rooms and shit
or
to watch
Golden
that
Girls
fight,
and
bro.
shit like that on the radio?
Nobody gives a fuck about this
I'm
shit.
telling you, bro, you need to watch this.
Matter of
fight,
fact, we're
Put it
gonna cut
like
this
this.
one
They
part
might-
out. Nobody
People
gives a
stop
fuck
having
about this.
sex to watch that fight.
That's facts.
Yeah,
How you know?
I was there.
I was there.
30 years? 40?
Everybody was a non.
So
and
yeah,
shit.
so that's a big question. I know,
yeah, it
like
was
boxing pundits, like they're talking about like they're curious to see how the fight will sell though, because these are two guys that like they don't have big personalities, like you
That's
know,
Muhammad Ali.
and they have more respect for one another.
You
No,
think-
the
you think
magnitude of the fight is
think they
that
were worried
level.
Why,
about? You
though?
think they were worried
Because
about
they're the
Muhammad?
two best fighters in their division, and they're pound for pound. You could argue that they're 1 and 2.
You think they were worried?
Yes.
They were worried about Muhammad Ali and Frazier selling.
Nah.
Yo, I don't know if people are gonna watch, man.
Because
It's just-
nobody had people. There was no UFC back in the day. There was
Everyone
no
loved
competition.
boxing though.
It was a different time though.
I love
Boxing
Lucy's
was like,
on TV right now, and I just
I
it might take some views away from the match, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love Lucy's a good one. Yeah. That is a good one. That was definitely back then.
Lucy, I'm home.
So yeah,
You too young.
You ever
bro.
seen Rat Race?
Nah.
that's what this guy what's his name? I know he's
Sounds like
Cuba
a
Gooding
movie.
Jr.
huh?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh no, I was thinking about he's in that movie, but the other guy he always plays like the goofy dude that doesn't talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in that.
Yeah, they had
had to win like it was like $1 million or some shit.
Yeah. So they had a bus, and they had he went and got on the bus, and it was all Lucy's. Everyone was dressed as Lucy because they were going to a Lucy convention. Like
that's fire.
that show.
Yeah.
So that's just reminded me of that.
Damn, yo, that's like heaven to me. Just a bunch of Lucy's.
They were all like, Lucy, I'm home. All them motherfuckers. They do
Yeah,
that
nah,
little
I don't
laugh.
think I watched that. Wow. All right. So you're dumb. That
Nah,
sucks.
I'm
You're
telling
dealing
you.
with that right now. You were so smart
What
for so long.
if
You think they're
Gaethje
gonna outsell UFC?
Hell no.
on pay per view?
Yeah.
Hell no.
I don't know. We'll see the numbers.
You think Ali and Frazier would also you?
Yes.
There was no
Yes.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Nah.
Like, what
Trust
are
me.
we saying, bro?
True boxing fans, we've been waiting for this. fight
Okay,
for
but
years.
that's the problem though. That's what makes it not Ali and Frazier because Ali and Frazier had the true boxing fans and the casuals. The whole world was tuning in, bro.
Facts.
It was the thing to watch.
I said, and that's the problem on the promotion. Then it's not the problem on the fighters. I mean,
I think
it's hard
promotion-
because they're being
It
respectful
is,
to
though.
each
Yeah,
other.
sure, maybe it's
But
the
they're
problem.
not. But they're not
We
that
can
type
talk
of
about
people.
the problems all day, but it's
We're
still
just
a
all right,
fact.
but we're talking about authenticity. They're not the type of people that like they're gonna fake like hating each other and stuff like that. Like they're pretty respectful because they're like, nah, he's a great ass fucking fighter. So
That's
I got
pussy,
respect.
bro.
But I don't even think it's just a promotion. I think it's also because it's Ali and Frazier. Like,
That's
it's
facts.
two of the fucking deadliest motherfuckers in the world right now.
Listen, the thing
Yeah,
is,
but
we're not-
they're
what's gonna-
deadly too.
You know
We're
what's
not
you know what's
saying-
gonna get more hype? You know what's gonna get more hype? Gannou and Fury.
Oh yeah.
That's what's
Yeah.
gonna get more hype.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because those are two of the most deadliest motherfuckers in the world right now, stepping in a fucking ring together.
But heavyweights always kind of have that edge.
Yeah.
like
That's
they,
true,
they,
too.
always, they always get the bonus because they're
That's true.
heavyweights.
That's true. And we could talk about all the problems on why it's not Ali and Frazier. But the fact is, what the fact is, it's not Ali and Frazier.
Everyone's been looking.
You're just
for
giving us more reasons of why it's not Ali and
trust me,
Frazier, and
it's-
you're right.
It's that level. It's that level. People.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
But it's not.
In
Nobody's
terms of like the thing is,
okay, but
boxing.
you can only separate it in terms of it's only Ali and
No.
Frazier in terms of
yeah.
That's what makes
In terms
but
of
Ali
best
and
to
Frazier
best.
is more than
Yeah,
just,
it's best. That's what I'm saying.
and
It's,
best.
it's,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
that level. It's the
But
top
Ali- but
two
when you-
in their weight class and pound for pound. So these are not just like number two in like cruiserweight. That's
Okay.
a nobody.
Okay.
This is like pound for pound list.
okay, but say Mayweather Pacquiao then. Like
That's
say,
what I said.
No, but you
I included
fine.
that.
You did extra. You did
Yeah.
extra.
You
Trust
You said
me.
Tyson who? Lennox Lewis?
because
Tyson and Lennox Lewis. They
You
were
went
the top.
overboard.
Everyone was tuning into those.
Yeah, you're
Tyson
talking
fights.
Yeah,
about-
but at the same
but you're
time,
talking about
it's,
fights-
it's a
pay-per-view.
different time. I'm talking about this is the time where you have the two best fighters in the.
Oh,
Because
so
how
this-
rare is that?
So you're saying
How
this
rare
is the
that?
generation of that type of magnitude of fight?
Yeah.
yeah,
Or maybe
but
down
only
the road.
in terms of skill though.
Yeah, in terms of
Only-
skill, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. But Ali and Frazier is not just
Yeah,
about skill.
popularity.
Yeah, but
It's
I mean-
about the grand scale of wow, this fight is happening.
Yeah, it is like that.
But that's not.
But the
it's
thing is,
not
well,
like
hold on.
that, though.
The thing is, sports as a whole, like boxing, a lot of that shit is diminished. There's certain things that like weren't as popular. Like there's a flux with things. Like NBA back in the before Larry Bird, that shit might have gotten canceled. But because Larry Bird and Magic Johnson came in, that popped the league. So it's like things like that where people might
So you
reference.
think this is gonna change the game?
It's not gonna. I don't think it's like changing the game where people might tune in more. But I mean, who knows? They might have an
I
amazing
know.
fight. I don't know, but you
This
might
shit
miss an
gonna
amazing
go,
fight.
You know why it won't?
Why?
UFC.
Because motherfuckers care about the belts when the belts don't matter.
Cool.
They don't matter, bro. The belts don't matter. You heard him right? The belts don't matter.
Belts don't matter. There's too
What
many
you say?
belts.
What you say?
Yeah, I mean,
There's too
I'll give you
many.
that. I'll
There's
give you
no-
that.
The reason you're hyping it up
Boxing
so much.
fucked up with that.
Yeah, the reason you're hyping it up so
Yeah.
much because boxing is no longer the best versus the best.
But this is the
Well,
best
that's
of
what
the
he's
best.
saying. That
Yeah.
is the best of
Yeah.
the best.
But that's why I'm saying. But it's not gonna be that big anymore because after this they're gonna go right back to the old.
What Dom is saying
formula.
is diminished before this.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all- it's
yeah.
already
Yeah, there's
diminished.
obviously a low, but this has been a huge year for boxing. Where like now people are starting to make more of the fights because whether that's trying to recap money from like COVID losses or people finally just being like, you know what, if I take an L on my record, I'm fine with that. It's like almost like we're transitioning out of the
doing that no
Mayweather.
more.
Well, kind of. Ryan Garcia just fought Tank Davis.
That's true.
And they're young. They didn't have to fight.
the
they could have
younger fighters
marinated.
are-
They could have marinated that fight until they're like 30, 32, 33.
Oh, yeah. By the way, my boy Home. Shout out him.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Tank,
yeah,
shout out-
you know.
Shout out
Tank
Tank. He
Davis,
home.
Shout out to
He was
him.
doing
He did
amazing
it.
work.
That boy
Bro,
look crazy.
he did,
Yeah,
he
he
did,
look
yeah,
crazy.
like
when
a
he got
frog.
out.
He did a hard 90 days.
For real.
He held it down and took it down on the chin, bro.
Ain't nobody fucked with him in there.
He did that shit on his head, son. That ain't nothing,
My
bro.
boy was cruising through that
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That was nothing.
He was probably just bored as hell. Like,
Probably had a phone in there. They gave him the PlayStation.
He
and
probably,
shit.
wrote a song.
Yeah, he about to start rapping.
yo, also, bro, like, yeah, okay. So you're saying like skill wise, it's the biggest thing of our generation
Yeah,
in boxing,
yeah, probably, yeah. Right now, yeah,
all right, or of this decade type shit.
yeah.
Let's say of this past. Is it the biggest thing of this past decade?
Nah.
Because if you're talking Ali Frazier, then that's the biggest thing of like.
You can say
Well,
year.
2020s?
You can say yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
As of now, I mean, we got to see obviously what happens the next.
Yeah, but
in the past
is it
10 years,
even though
The decade. That's what I'm saying.
UFC has been fucking huge.
yeah,
We're
but
talking about boxing, though.
yeah, but we're talking boxing
I know,
only.
alright, okay.
It's hard because now there's a lot more interest in other things, so a lot of things get spread out more. So it's like you have
But
people.
that's why your comparisons are wrong, are bad.
Nah,
That's
I
why
I can
Don't
see
you
where
ever
like
compare shit like that in your
nah,
life.
I can see where you're
That's
saying
what I'm
like
saying.
where I say like magnitude where like everyone's tuning in.
Yeah.
I wish people were tuning in. I think after this fight, more people because there's a rematch clause. So I
Yeah.
think it'll probably be bigger.
I feel like you're
depending-
saying skill wise, it's
yeah,
as important.
skill wise is at that
It's
level
just
exactly.
unfortunately the promotion fucked up because boxing fucked up for the last.
Yeah,
10
like,
years,
but that's the
yeah,
thing. It
you know?
seems like boxing is in a period where now they're transitioning out of everyone just trying to like the Mayweather effect, where everyone's trying to not lose and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Always carry your zero.
It's a mess.
So
I
now
mean,
the
look,
big fights are happening, so it's
literally,
exciting.
one
This
of
is the
the-
craziest year in boxing in
One
a
of the
long
greatest
time.
fighters of our generation, Canelo,
Yeah.
and he's fighting people, and we don't even give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
His last fight, nobody gave.
But that was a
fuck.
nobody though. That was
Yeah,
like
but that's the problem though. There's it's just nothing going on.
yeah, but
you
when
know?
people tune into like Caleb Plant versus Canelo because it was a historical fight, and Canelo does numbers. That's why he gets paid.
Or like Triple G and all that. Like,
But like when you have guys like his last fight was John Ryder, that was a mandatory. No one expected anything. I thought he was gonna put him away early. It carried on, probably because of altitude.
He has a good fight coming up too, right?
He's gonna fight Jamal Charlo, a small Charlo.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll watch it and I'll bring the popcorn. Okay.
Well,
Wait, I got a
I'm-
question.
What happened?
You guys said there's a trade clause. I mean,
A
not a trade
rematch
clause.
clause.
A rematch clause
Yeah,
for both of them.
for both of them.
Oh, so it's automatically gonna be a rematch.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
That's cute.
that's cute.
That kind of takes away from it
It's
too.
gay.
Nah, because it's like
I'll catch the second one.
It's gonna be a big
I'll catch the
fight.
second one.
It's gonna be. They're both gonna be in the pocket because that's how they both fight. Terrence Crawford's the type of dude that, he'll be slick, but once he gets hit or something, then he's like, I'm gonna go. Like, it's kind of like that. Like, he's gonna want to bang out just because he wants to get his back. And then Errol Spence, like,
So he get mad.
yeah,
All right, so this is my thing. I feel bad because Andrew's a really boxing fan.
Yeah, I can see that we're like, it doesn't.
And look,
the
we're all
boxing
boxing
doesn't
fans,
have the
but
presence.
Andrew follows it a little more like,
for sure.
Religiously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
watch
I
the fight
get-
next
I
Tuesday
get-
at 8 in the morning because
I get what you're saying for like the religious boxing fans. It's a big deal because of who's fighting.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's just we're just mad at you for your comparisons.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
That's
We're
all
just,
good.
we're just upset with your comparisons.
Just say it's top 2.
Yeah.
That's it. It's top 2.
know.
Yeah, top
well, I'm
2
saying like
fighters,
of the
yeah.
generation right now,
Yeah, but
'Cause-
don't go Ali, Frazier.
But
Mike
they were the
Tyson.
two best at that time,
the
and
thing
they
is,
fought.
when you compare like Ali Frazier,
Oh, I see
something
what
like
you
that,
mean.
you're talking about an event that's the best of its time, the biggest event of its time.
Yeah, but
And this year, it's not even going to be the biggest event. Crawford and
because Tyson Fury and Gannou.
yeah.
All right,
And
but,
all
all right,
these,
so how do you guys feel about
UFC
that?
has been running shit, bro. It's
Yeah.
not even going to be the biggest event of this year. Like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why your comparisons are shit. I hope you hear me clearly.
So all right, well, Tyson Fury and Gannou, so they got that signed up. That's October 28th in Saudi Arabia.
I'm so excited for that. Oh, my
But
God.
does it take
I wish that was this weekend.
does it being potentially an exhibition fight detract from the excitement? Because there's
a little bit, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of rules, right? I heard.
well,
This
they
episode's dropping right off the fight, right? Right after the fight.
nah, it should drop next Sunday.
They have a
Yeah,
So this is right before.
The episode's dropping right after the fight.
No, it's before. Because we did
Next Sunday.
is this Sunday coming up?
This is Sunday.
Either way, we gotta have popcorn.
Oh, this
This
is
is
oh,
the- yeah.
oh, that's right. It's next
Yeah,
week.
this is
I
this
don't know why
Sunday.
I'm thinking it's fucking tomorrow.
No,
My
it's
bad.
this
All right,
this
my
Sunday.
bad.
That
Yeah,
fight is
yeah.
next week. Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't know why I thought tomorrow was turn.
in terms of
Oh, so the party's next week.
Yeah.
so in terms of the Fury and Gannou, as of now, it's like
I'm more excited for the party than that fight.
Damn.
damn. My feelings hurt.
But I do want to watch that card, man. That UFC card, yo.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one, Alex.
Do you see that it's not even the biggest event of the night?
That's right.
I know where I'm going.
It's not even the biggest event of the
But
night.
I mean, they might. But I mean,
Andrew!
it might be split. They might lose because of that,
Facts.
or they might hold off because
Damn.
I don't know.
Shitting on you.
I fuck UFC, bro. Both of them died to break,
Oh, man, come on, yo.
bro.
ain't shit,
Where they
bro.
fighting? I don't know where Dustin and never mind. But
I think it's T-Mobile.
T-Mobile Arena.
I believe. I
Where
could
that
be
at?
wrong.
Is that in
That's in Vegas.
Vegas?
I believe it's T-Mobile.
All right, so Gannou,
Yeah. So yeah, back to that. They're fighting boxing
N-word
rules.
Gannou.
Huh? N-word Gannou.
Oh, the N is silent, or is it N silent?
I think it's
It's
Ngannou.
Ninganu.
Ngannou.
Ninganu.
Ngannou.
Ninganu.
Ning?
Ninganu.
Is it?
Yes, Ninganu.
You're being racist, dude.
Yeah, why you
Whoa.
saying that word, bro?
Ngannou.
Ninganu.
Ngannou.
What?
Anyways, huh?
You trying to get canceled like Shane Gillis?
I didn't say anything.
You said some
I said
Asian
Nanu.
shit. Oh, you think
How's that Asian?
How's that Asian? He's not Asian.
I said like Shane Gillis.
I'm just saying the way he said it, but with some white rice on the side, it sounded good. Telling you.
So it's boxing rules, judges. It seems to be like it might be a sanctioned fight. I don't know yet.
It's an exhibition and no knock. A knock.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's like firm, like no knockdowns or anything like that.
Wait, is it definitely an exhibition?
Yeah.
Because yeah, we don't know right now if Fury's belt is gonna be on the line. So if his belt isn't on line, then it's an exhibition. It's not a sanctioned fight. So it's not going on their records.
Oh, because if he fights and the belt has to be on the line.
If it's sanctioned by the WBC and they do all that work with that,
Yeah.
then yeah, it'll
Oh,
be.
so I doubt it. Okay, that's what makes it an exhibition.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal. It doesn't have to be a sanctioned fight. I don't need Gannou having the belt.
Ninganu about to come steroided up. If
Yeah.
it's an expedition.
Nah, you think? Nah, they probably still have all those clauses where like you have to do drug tests and all that.
You're gonna be like,
Why would Gannou come?
He don't even
steroid
need
up?
to.
Yeah, he
I
big as hell.
know.
Yeah.
If anything, the flabby white man was gonna
Nah,
come
'cause
steroid up, bro.
He nice as hell. That don't matter. He
Who?
got the hands.
Gannou
Don't
had
matter
hands
how
too.
No, he doesn't.
He was a boxer his whole life.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
He wanted to be a boxer first,
He wanted to
Yeah,
be
he
a
went to the
boxer.
gym
He
and
was
they
never
put
a
him to
boxer.
UFC.
Yeah, he didn't box.
but he wanted to be
In
boxing.
older,
He
older,
wanted to.
in older age. It wasn't young. That's why he's already 35 years old.
He was 26, I think, when he finally got
Went
into
to
France.
France.
Oh wait, so he
whatever.
only wanted to, but he didn't actually start boxing first.
Nah.
No,
He-
he
they
tried
put him
to,
in
but they
UFC.
were like, you're
Oh, I
too-
thought he
you're-
start. I thought he actually started, and then he transitioned over
Nah,
to MMA.
Like, you should do MMA. Like,
He threw
truthfully,
one
bruh.
hook, and they were like, yo.
They're like, truthfully, you should do MMA, bro.
This is why people's argument is that Tyson Fury already fought the heaviest hitter in the world
Oh, Wilder.
with Wilder.
Facts.
That's
You know,
true.
so there's nothing that Gannou's really bringing that's gonna, change the game for Tyson Fury.
Yeah, word.
You know,
Well, what is changing the game is
And Ngannou's small.
And we already had an MMA boxer fight
Huh?
with Floyd and Conor McGregor.
Yeah, it might be like that, but the good thing is Ngannou's about to make 18 mil off this fight.
Yeah, it ain't shit new.
Shout out him.
that's crazy.
So how you feel about Dana White calling like him trying to fight in boxing, gimmick fights and stuff like that, and then he's about to make more than his entire
Yeah, Dana's just
contract.
a hater.
Yeah, he's a
Dana, you don't want to see. Dana doesn't want to see these people make that much money doing something else, because then it makes his fighters think that there are other ways to make money now.
Yeah.
You know, like all I gotta do is start beef with one of these boxers. I start beef with one of these boxers, and then make sure that the social media really hits. We really fucking pump it up. Now I can go make money. Doing these fights.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like Nate probably about to make good money against Jake. He's the weekend after.
Yeah. Word. Yeah, that's exciting. Did you
Who
see?
you think? Who you got?
Apparently Nate gets a lot of
What you got for Spencer Crawford?
oh my god, it's 50-50, bro. I'm leaning Crawford, but
I like Spencer.
I'm leaning Spence, my bad. Leaning Spence. But it's 50-50.
I got Terrence.
Whoever
Crawford nasty
is the
too.
better man that night.
Terrence.
But do you have one that you prefer to win?
Spencer.
I like Spence. He's a lefty. I like his style. He sits in the pocket, volume puncher. He just looks clean. He's just fundamentally sound. He just looks so like nice boxing. So I'm leaning him. But Terrence Crawford's somebody described as like you got like Tim Duncan, where he's like
Here we go.
fundamentally sound and stuff like that. And then you got like KG, who's more like dynamic, stuff like that. So that's how they compare. But
you can't compare. No, man.
but yeah, I'm leaning Spence. I'm leaning Spence right now. But I don't know.
All right,
That's
cool.
a tough fight.
All right.
What about Gaethje Poirier? Poirier took the first fight.
I got Poirier.
I want Poirier too.
I think I'm leaning
I
Poirier.
got
too.
Poirier.
I like
Pereira.
him, bro. I just like his. He seems like a cool, chill dude. Like
Poirier, Alex Pereira.
I think Pereira's gonna lose.
Wait. No, he's
Poirier, Alex Pereira.
what he's saying.
I got
is
both of them
who he
winning.
thinks
Oh
is
my bad. I thought you were asking me who against who on that.
Nah, I'm saying I got both of them winning.
he's about to start disrespecting you, cuz. This dumb motherfucker.
That's a tough fight for Alex.
Yeah,
in the
that's what I'm
in the
saying.
sense of like Jan could wrestle, and if he takes him down, I don't know if Alex got the ground game. I know Alex has been drilling. He hit up Dylan Dennis, who was Conor McGregor's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach.
Yeah, but it's not easy to learn just from one fucking.
Yeah, but he has Dennis, and he also learned from Glover to share there in camp. So
What he might have been able to learn is takedown defense.
yeah, I
That's
think
really the main thing. With such little time, you're not gonna learn all the moves and how to defend every single move. So what we can teach you is how to stop him from taking you down.
I think he
That's
he
really
learned
all
enough.
we can teach you in this time.
Yeah, but Jan is a brawler.
John.
Yeah, he's not. He's more of a
But
ground
I
guy.
think he's smart because with Adesanya, the first thing he did was he just took him down.
He's not saying that he's more of a wrestler. He's
Oh,
saying
he put the
that
weight
has,
on him. Yeah.
that he has a skill of wrestling
He
more
might
than
Oh yeah.
so
Facts.
like
so he
why
might use that to his advantage.
like why strike with Pereira when you know he got that deadly left hook? It's kind of like just smart fight. I mean, yeah, fight smart. Don't try to throw hands with him because
yeah.
he obviously
that
got it.
Polish
He's
power
he's
for a
fought.
reason.
Huh?
He's Polish power for a reason.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, that's a good fight. I think.
I can't believe you're going Pereira instead of your guy, yo.
Yeah, that's your
You're
home.
Polish, bro.
Yeah, fuck
You
him.
forgot already?
Represent.
Forget
You
him.
forgot you're Polish already?
Yeah, I've been forgot.
Proven Columbia.
You proving Columbia.
Damn.
All right,
I'll go Alex on that one.
yeah.
Dustin and Alex. I think he stops the takedowns and he just clips him.
Oh, so you just said the same thing I said. Cool.
don't
I
know, you
think
can go with
Alex is just
I'm putting my water bottle.
I think Alex is just such a scrapper,
Word.
you know. So I think he's gonna get one in, and
That kickboxing, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
kickboxing.
I see it going to decision.
Decision.
And if it does that, then I don't got Alex.
The problem is, I don't. It's a title fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 5 rounds. I don't see it going to decision, man.
Yeah, does Alex even have the gas tank?
That's
I mean,
what-
he-
that's
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
thinking,
problem.
bro.
He don't have the guy.
He likes going every fight. He likes going in for the kill. He
Yeah.
tries to find the right time and going for the kill.
So he got to last, 2-3 rounds, the other dude?
Yeah, he gets.
Once
gas.
he gets tired, it's over.
But then Alex, didn't he? What round did he knock out Izzy in UFC? The
Watch him
fourth?
out, Phil.
Yeah, it was
Fourth or
late.
fifth?
It was
It was
late.
late.
He caught.
He
got
was
a lucky-
looking a little like slow,
He got a lucky one.
but I don't know. But yeah, he probably
Yeah, it's one to hitter's chance, bro.
yeah. I
don't
don't know how they do it, bro.
event?
5 minutes,
That
fucking.
shit gonna be a banger.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't wait.
it's gonna be a
I can't
bloodbath.
wait.
Gaethje,
You gonna watch that over Crawford?
Now I'm gonna watch. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Spence Crawford, but hopefully, because sometimes they don't overlap with each other.
So you're gonna miss one. You're gonna miss one of them.
If I miss one of them, it's gonna be the UFC fight. I want to see a boxing one more,
Oh shit!
You dumb.
but I'll just watch the UFC the next day.
Wow, I'm gonna tell you what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Send
I'm
clips.
I'm gonna put my shit on Do Not Disturb. I'm gonna delete, block all the numbers.
I'm showing up at your house.
Yo.
know what?
Drunk as hell.
Yo.
All right, and then I'm sure we all got Tyson, I guess, right?
Yeah,
I imagine.
I think.
It just makes it's just most logical, you know.
But it would be nice if Ngannou sleeps.
It would be
in.
fucking crazy.
Throw that shit on.
Yo, but this thing, all it takes is one.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
That's
heavyweight,
the
bro. They're
heavyweight.
big.
Heavyweight. Now, don't get me wrong. Tyson, he can take a hit. He's taking
Clear knockout,
he's
like
taking-
knockout or knockdown.
Bro got the head
no
movement.
knockout. I'm saying you can get knock him
Yeah,
out.
like
He
All
got
it
that
takes
head
is one
movement.
good hit, bro.
Yeah, but if they're not swinging to knock each other out,
Yeah, that's a different story.
that's
If
the
it
rumor.
goes that way,
Oh yeah, I mean if that's the
Then
that's
that's
the case,
just
then
trash.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
gay like lame.
Yeah, that's for sure, for sure. Gay like him. So, but yeah, Tyson Fury seems like the right bet there, and Jake Paul and
Nate Diaz.
Nate
Yeah.
Diaz.
So Nate
I got
Diaz,
Nate.
I think I'm leaning him
Yeah,
because he's
me
been
too.
getting compliments in sparring with boxers. So he's not just like Ben Askren, who's just like
And the reason I say Nate, I feel like Nate, the way he throws his hands and he boxes and stuff like that, Paul won't be like used to it. He won't be ready for it.
Yeah, like
It's
he's,
weird.
It's
It's
He's
gonna be like,
unorthodox.
oh,
Yeah.
unorthodox. Yeah.
Yeah, so you think he loses twice in a row, Jake?
Yeah.
why is there a rematch? Oh, because
he just lost his last
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
My thing with Nate Diaz is that I think he only took this fight because he actually. I feel like the other guys just wanted for the money,
Yeah.
but I think Nate Diaz has so much pride that it's not.
Yeah, he actually don't like
Like
Jake.
he don't. Yeah, and he's not the type of motherfucker that wants to lose.
Yeah.
Like he's at the type. He's the type of guy like nah.
Kill
I'm,
me. You gotta
yeah,
kill
you
me.
gotta kill me from.
You gotta
from
knock
not-
me the
yeah.
fuck out before
You know
I
what I'm
leave the
saying?
ring.
So I feel like he actually he's seen Jake fight and he actually thinks he could beat him. You know. So I feel like I can give it to Nate. And Nate's just sharp.
Yeah. How you guys feel about the weight? Because Nate Diaz competed
the
at
only
170, and Jake Paul probably he
Yeah,
fights at
he's a
like
big
cruiser,
boy.
like heavyweight or like border. So he's coming in like
Jake
200.
like 200 walking
Yeah,
around.
that's a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he. I don't think. Well, he probably doesn't cut. I think he's probably just naturally 200. I mean, for all we know,
He look
Nate
like he
Diaz
can put
might
on
be.
weight.
Nate Diaz might walk around, maybe 180, 185, but he doesn't look like he cuts a lot of weight.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's all belly right here.
Yeah. So it's like he might come in 180, and then Jake Paul has like 20 pounds on him.
But I just seen a video of him like in the gym, and he looked like he putting on weight.
Oh yeah, he put on some stuff.
Yeah. But also, I don't think Nate Diaz is gonna go for a KO. I think Nate Diaz is gonna try to win him by decision, outlast him.
Oh,
You
you
know what I'm
think so?
saying? Like I don't think he's gonna go for a kill because he knows that you're dealing with somebody a lot heavier and bigger than you. I think he's gonna win him by points. He's gonna win by points. He's gonna get way more hits than him. He's gonna be
That'd be
moving
dope.
around more. He's gonna have more gas in the tank. He's gonna fucking, tag him up and win at the end.
That'll be dope.
That's how I imagine him winning. I don't think he's gonna knock out Jake.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's gonna knock
Just
Jake.
knowing from all of Nate Diaz's fights in the past.
Against smaller
He's one of the
guys.
ones that got the chin too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against smaller guys. That's the only thing. I feel you. I hope you're right. I'd rather see that. That's a fight I'd rather see.
Him knock him out.
Yeah, I hope you're right. But if you want to win, you gotta be careful. You gotta be smart. You know, and you're stepping in front of somebody that might be 25 pounds heavier than you.
Yeah, facts.
You know, like
I think he'll probably play by ear, like seeing how Jake is doing. Like if Jake is coming in for the kill, then he'll probably be like, all right, now I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
for sure. I mean, he'll make a decision.
If Jake is like a little bit more hesitant, like, all right, I'm just gonna outbox you, then they probably be like, all right, I'm about to show you what real boxing is.
Yeah, for sure. Decisions are made, in the ring and stuff. But I imagine the game plan is to outlast him and just get more points on him.
You see Nate Diaz talk to Bradley Martin? I think he had him on his podcast.
Yeah, he's like, can you beat me? I'll fuck you
Bradley
up.
Martin was like,
so that was Bradley Martin?
Yeah. He's a gym dude, so he's big.
Oh, he was big as shit.
Oh.
He was like, well, I mean, you're a podcaster. Who
Yeah, he was like, I think I could take you.
Yeah,
He's
like,
like,
in the street
no,
fight.
he can't.
Yeah,
No, he was like, he was like, try it though. Like right at the end of the clip, he goes, try it though. Like I want to see more. I should have fucking put the episode on.
He was like, we can go right now. He was like, let's do it after this. He was like, all right.
I heard Bradley be like that. Actually, somebody, because I saw it on Reddit, and somebody linked the clip where Brian Callen wrestled with him. And Brian Callen almost flipped him.
Because supposedly Bradley, when he was in, I think, high school, he was on the wrestling team. So it's not like he can't wrestle.
Yeah.
But that's also
he's a big ass dude
Yeah.
though. He's like
that's
230.
That's also a big problem with people who are just like muscular, that they just think that they're like, oh, I'm so fucking big, so I can just fucking like destroy everybody. You know? Like,
that's true.
It's a big deal, but like it's like, yo, bro, you got no hands, you got no coordination, dog. You don't know what you're doing. Like if we start grappling, you don't know where to put your arm where. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just different. You don't know techniques to anything. Like they don't understand. They're just like juice heads. Like it's just like like I'm big and I'm a fucking Hulk smash. You know like, but it's just they don't work like that. I'll put you, Bradley. I'll put you. All right, man. All right.
Yeah, let's
get out of here,
on
yo.
time.
Yeah, we're good, man. Let's get the fuck out of here, guys. You know what the fuck to do. All right, you know what to do. And tell a friend about about the podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. All right,
Fact.
let's get out of here.
Yeah. Later, people.
Love you guys.
Deuces.
Bitch, you the greatest. Got the complaints coming in from the net. Got the best roads, we ain't talking about baby. My big bad podcast.